talking of returning to our role, we've seen a lot of paparazzi pictures of Ms. Emily Blunt recently, because are you still filming The Devil Wears Prada 2? Yes. It must be lovely to be making something that people are so happy about.
They are so excited about it. It is incredibly sweet. I mean, we're trying to keep as much of it under wraps as we can, but it's not just the paparazzi, it's the fans outside. I've never experienced this, where it's just thousands of people waiting outside the sets. And I think when we made the first one, like, we thought it was funny. We were like, it's pretty funny. And then it comes out, and I was a kid, you know, when it came out. I mean, it's 20 years ago, and I remember my agent calling me going, you know, this is the opening weekend. I was like, is that good? Like, I didn't know what success was. And so it had this meteoric life, and it's amazing to come back to it.
And because to make the second one, obviously they needed the four of you, Stanley, Anne and Meryl. So did the four of you have a lot of say in what the story was going to be, or...?
We did. I mean, I think they were very collaborative on it, and, you know, they wanted everyone to be happy. They wanted us in cahoots with them. So it was really, really cool.
You do seem to have cornered the market in that kind of, you know, that sort of urbane gay man.
Yeah, I know. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, you have, yeah.
Yeah.
How did you discover that you were good at that?
Well, that's a long story.
This feels like a conversation in a chat room.
Right, yeah. If you'll just excuse us for a moment. You know, I don't know. When I was cast in the Devil Wears Prada, which I heard recently that you auditioned for the role. Did I hear that?
You know how you feel about Winona Ryder?
Did you audition for that part?
Yes, I did! I put the work in.
But
I spent my life preparing.
I know.
I think I had more chance of getting her role.
But just so you know, I was probably the last actor in Christendom that they went to. They were shooting the movie already. They had tried to cast everyone and anyone except me. And in the end...
You're not making it better, Sam.
I'm trying to make it better. I'm trying to make it better.
Street had been offered the role.
But what they said to me was, it was between you and me.
Yeah.
It's true. And Winona Ryder.
You're gonna need a bigger shot.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I don't know why. You know, why the urbane... I don't know why.
But you got that very late in the day, so you'd know...
Yeah, they were shooting the movie already. I had 3 days to
Yeah, but you're not
prepare.
gay, and sometimes people who aren't gay are better at being gay than people who are.
Sure. It's a shame you're not gay, because you'd be so good at it.
I know.
But it's true, isn't it?
No, I know what you mean, yes. There's a certain... Yes. Distance. There's a distance.
An objectivity.
There's an objectivity. There's a perspective that maybe you wouldn't have.
I don't like playing lesbians. I am a lesbian, but I don't like playing them. I loathe kissing women, for example, on stage or on screen. Absolutely loathe it. Right. And I tell you why, and I'm quite serious. It's because I don't want them to think that I fancy them. Can you understand that?
Yes, I can. Yeah. Well, that's exactly why I don't play lesbians on stage.
And I wondered, Anne, have you been in enough movies now where stepping onto the set with Robert De Niro isn't intimidating?
Haven't, no.
Okay.
I was pretty nervous before we started this one. But, and I don't mean to name drop, but you know, Julie Andrews was good prep, and Meryl Streep was very, very good prep, and when I worked with Meryl, I was so awed by her. I was so, I couldn't get over it. I was such a fan the entire time that I feel like I missed out on the experience working with her. Like, you know, I was too scared to talk. I don't know if it was the character, I don't know if it was Meryl, combination of the two. So this time I decided that I wasn't going to let my fan worship of Bob, this is so awkward talking about this while you're right next to me, but stand in the way of having a great time. So I would like do my freakouts at home and then show up and just be like, hey, we're working together today, what are you doing? Drinking a coffee, that's cool.
Because Anne Hathaway, when she was here, she was saying the same thing on The Devil Wears Prada. It was real. that, not that you know, not that we're horrible, but that no one spoke, people you didn't speak?
Oh, well, they all had a fabulous time. Stanley Tucci and Emily Blunt and Anna Hathaway. And then I was off in my camper sulking. I just didn't, thought it wouldn't be helpful. I'm sure Steve was thinking this way because when you're, and I like to have a good time. I mean, I really, that's basically why I'm in it, you know, is to have fun. And, but I couldn't do that and then sort of walk in and chill the blood. So it is a funny thing.
Well, I know there are occasions when you aren't recognised.
No, I mean, I think people sometimes think they went to school with me or that, you know, something like that. But I also, I don't know, I feel like some people know you straight away and then other people say, oh, that's the girl from so-and-so. And then I had this kid come up to me and say, she was really cute, she was about 6, and she went, are you the girl from the Gilmore Girls? And I said, no, I'm not. And she went, Are you the girl from the Bridge to Terabithia? And I said, no, I'm not. And she went, oh. And then she just walked away, and I heard myself scream at her, but I was in The Devil Wears Prada! And she turned, and I think her father looked a bit shocked that I just shouted at his child. And she looked at me and she went, I haven't seen that movie. I was like, how embarrassing. Yeah. It's so stupid.
Stanley, Hunger Games, which is so you. See, your legacy. Because Caesar Flickerman is kind of, he's very kind of over the top. And
I don't know what you mean.
I love your teeth.
Thank you.
God.
Thank you.
actually, they are very good teeth. But for real. Because when the movie came out, people tweeted me and said, oh, that character, is it you? Like, as in me.
Right.
And I thought, well, that's just stupid. But then I read an interview with you where you were talking about the elements that went into it.
Yes. What are you saying?
And I got a name check.
No, you know, when you create a character, you steal from... I'm sorry, I've sort of lost my voice today. I apologize.
No, that's fine.
I was talking about you all day today, and I just... when you create a character, you know, you sort of cull from all different sources and everything like that. So we could say that he's a cross between Wayne Newton and a little piece of you.
Tiny.
A little piece, tiny. The intelligence is yours.
Nice, nice recovery.
Yes.
You'll be back.
Yeah. and Jiminy Glick.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that wonderful thing that Martin Short does.
Yeah. And it is one of those comedies where there's lots of improv going on. I'm guessing there's lots of improv going on, which you both enjoyed.
Yeah. I mean, Annie especially, she enjoys when I, like, insult her.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're really good at it.
And she's very easy to insult.
But, I mean...
I don't know, it's just something about your sincerity or something.
You know what? I'm not even going to argue with it, I know. It's true. My favourite was when you called me an animatronic tease.
Yeah, because on that day you really look like her. But you called me a big Russell Crowe.
You asked me to. No. You're misrepresenting that story. Rob was like, you know, Annie, call me a big Russell Crowe in this
Oh,
thing.
did I make up that
You
joke?
did, for yourself.
Now, your British accent, very good.
Thank you very
But
much.
no, and it is that thing that every time we see Meryl Streep in a film, you know, it becomes kind of ridiculous, but you are brilliant in them all. Have you got performances that you watch back or remember where you kind of think, oh, actually, I was a bit pants in that, or...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, come on!
Oh, my God!
Let's guess! No, that's bad.
No, you won't guess.
That's a bad game.
You won't guess. No, I know. That's a bad game. But you won't guess because I've just collected a lot of awards for that film, but no.
Oh, really? So it's one of your big successes, and you think...
Well, I wouldn't say it was successful. It was venerated. Yeah.
Ooh, I'll get it out of him.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you. It was the French tennis woman.
Yeah.
really thought, but part of it was in the I'm giving myself an out, but part of it was the structure of it was sort of artificial because it was I was the actress playing the French attendant's woman.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was an American actress playing the British woman. And I hear it now. I was young and new at this, and I just didn't. I wasn't as pleased as I could. I didn't feel like I was living it. I didn't feel I imbued the angel of inspiration with the whatever it was. That's a line from the movie. But yeah, we always feel you always want to do something better after the fact, but you know.
But there must be ones also you kind of think, nailed it. This you nailed. You both do, honestly.
We were happy with
terrific in it. Is this true? How many times have you seen Devil Wears Prada?
I mean,
Not 75.
give or take 72. Yeah. No, it's one of those things that back in the day, us elderly people used to channel surf, and no one does that anymore. But yeah, exactly. Like I said,
So
I'm ancient.
cruel.
No, it's just one of those movies that whenever you're going through the channels, you just stop and I mean, look.
Has anyone seen the film here? Probably. Do you know that there's 4 people? There's a sort of montage sequence where Annie Hathaway's got numerous fabulous outfits that they go through. And John, one day I came home and he was watching it, and he was watching the montage bit, and he goes, and that's my favourite outfit. With the beanie. It's cute.
Well, I couldn't get Annie, and so I was like, oh.
Now, the two of you hadn't worked together before, had you? No. But I hear, Anne, you were very, very excited to work with Matthew.
I was excited to work with Matthew, yeah. I mean, who wouldn't be? He's amazing.
Yeah.
I was excited to work with Anne.
But
Thank you.
tell the people why you were excited to work with Matthew.
Well, I was... There are a few reasons. I had been a fan for, a while, like many people. And I remember sitting down with Chris, to talk about the film. He said he'd written a new screenplay, and he told me the story, and I thought it sounded amazing. And I said, well, that lead role sounds unbelievable. Who are you going to cast in it? And he said, well, I've been thinking about Matthew McConaughey. And, everybody flashback, this is in early 2013, so the reconnaissance hasn't happened yet. So we haven't, woken up to the genius of this man yet. and he goes, oh, you think that's a good idea? Have you seen Mud? And I said, no, I've seen Magic Mike. And Chris goes, oh, yeah, well, most people who have seen Mud think that, he's really, really famous. And I'm just like, Magic Mike. Magic Mike is the performance. And Chris is like, oh, and then he clearly wants to move the conversation along, and I will not shut up. How much I love Matthew in that film. You're so good in that movie. Because yes, it's hot and sexy and you thrust and stuff, but you also, it's just such an incredible character, and it's so deep, and he's scary, and he's funny, and he's like hot, but he's also so skeevy. And and I remember I walked out of the theater, and you know this, I walked out of the theater and I turned to all my friends, because we all went to see it together, and I said, Matthew McConaughey's gonna win an Oscar. And I knew it the second I saw you, pressed up in that breakdancing pose, scissor leg, and with the camera shooting up your Cobra cod piece, and your scissor leg, I said, that man is gonna win an Oscar, and I was right!
Yeah! But did you have any sort of PTSD after... Because you worked in a holiday camp, didn't you, as a child?
Yes, I did, but it was hardly like this. This was a camp run by the County of Westchester that was, excuse me, built in the 1930s by the Roosevelt administration. You can imagine how old these structures were. And they were camps for teenagers, right? And little kids, to have them do activities during the summer months. I was a maintenance man, which meant I emptied the trash cans from the mess hall, and I cleaned the outhouses.
Blech.
Yep. And we used to do a thing called shit hooking. Thank you.
Shit hooking.
Shit hooking.
Shit hooking.
Yes, it's even better with an Irish accent. And yeah.
Shite hooking. We
Shite
just
hooking.
pronounced it ourselves.
So basically, you have this huge outhouse, right? And you have like 4 toilets, and then everything that went into those toilets was directed towards this septic tank, but it had to go through this grate. So to stop all of anything that was sort of, you know, too bulky to go into there, which didn't make any sense because then we took everything that was too bulky and pushed it through with a shit hook. So why that fucking grate was there in the first place, I have no idea.
Hey, it got you a job.
You know.
You're fluent in the French as well, aren't you?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I thought you were fluent in French.
No, not fluent. I mean, I did it at school. I did A-level French, but I'd since gone out the window. But I get really nervous speaking French, and I actually used to have a stutter when I was a kid, and it's still the way that I still stutter when I have to speak French.
It comes out when you
it comes out when I try to speak French. Yeah.
How weird.
Yeah. All right, well, let's not...
I've seen the King's Speech.
Very authentic portrayal. That was me.
Very brilliant.
I was Colin Firth.
But in French.
But in French, yeah. We went to Paris for New Year once, and you know, my now husband and our 2 friends were like, go on and find us a taxi, because we need to get to this place. I said, oh, God, please don't make me, please don't make me. And I hadn't had the guts to tell them, actually. I do still stutter. And they were like, go on, please. And so I went to the guy at the front desk. I was like, I could say everything apart from the word taxi, apparently. And so I went, est-ce que je peux avoir une... And he went, taxi? And I went, yes! And he went, taxi. He's Simon English, Simon French. It was awful. It was horrible. Never again, that's it. That's the last time.
And we thought we'd seen you play everything, but first which?
Mostly but yes, my first witch.
But I hear you went through a phase of you got offered a lot of witches.
When I was 40, when I turned 40, I was offered 3 witches in 1 year.
Oh.
And it was sending me a signal, I felt, about Hollywood and how they felt about people turning 40. You know? So I felt bad, and and it made me sort of, I had a little, my backup, you know, and so, no, I didn't want to play them.
So a lot's changed in the last 5 years for you.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
Mark. Good.
You're right. Nice smell.
I was looking for an excuse all night. Yeah.
That was so smooth, Mark Ruffalo. So smooth.
It never works like that.